Hello guys, today I will show you how to create a first person and a third person controller in godot 4. If you are a beginner, follow what I do. If you want to follow along, the code and the assets will all be in my Google Drive. Create a new scene and select Characterbody 3D as the root node, and then press OK. Next you need to add a mesh instance 3D. Next, add a collision shape 3D. Create a capsule mesh by using the mesh instance 3D. Next, create a capsule collision by using the collision shape 3D. Next, add a node 3D and rename it to spatial. Also add a camera 3D as a child of spatial. Add a canvas layer as a child of spatial. Next, add an animation player, but this time as child of the root node, which is the Characterbody 3D. The animation player node will be in charge of handling the first person and third person camera. Create a new animation and name it first person. Add a track and the property track should be spatial. And then press OK. The animation property has to be position and then press OK. Long press and then insert key at 0. Then create a new animation and rename it as third person. Add track. The property track is again spatial, and the animation track is also position. Next, move the spatial to whatever you want, but make sure it is third person. After you're happy with the third person position, insert key. If we switch to different animations, you will see that we have different paths. Don't forget to also save your scene. Next, create a new scene and select the control as the root node. Add a texture button. Remember, all of the assets and sprites will be in description. Add textures to button. Add another texture button. And then do the same thing. Rename the texture buttons as first person camera and the second one third person camera. Then save scene. Go back to the player scene and instantiate the POV buttons to the canvas layer. Then attach a script to the player. I will use an existing script file. You can find the script file in description. Save your scene, then go to your main scene, in my case it is world, then instantiate your player. This is what the game should look now if we run it. You can switch from different point of views, if it is a little too fast, because I have increased the speed of this video. Create a new scene for the joystick. The root node should be the control node. Press OK. Add a texture rect. Add another texture rect as the child of the first one. Rename the first one base. Rename second one tip. Then put the joyring texture for the texture rect. And for the second one, as the joy knob. Add script. I will also use existing script file. The code will be in the description. Save your scene. Select your canvas layer and instantiate your joystick. Next, save your scene. We are gonna be creating a jump button now. Create a new scene and set the root node as node 2D. Add a touchscreen button. Next, add in the jump button texture as the normal. And the jump button pressed for the pressed. After that, save your scene. Go to the jump button scene and the action property. Type UE accept. Then save your scene and run the game. And that is it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more godot tutorials.